Hi everybody, today our lesson is on butterflies and their life cycle. In this video I am covering the dangers that butterflies face and their adaptations which help them to cope with these dangers. I am going to now tell you your objective, which is I can describe the life cycle of a butterfly and the danger that they face along with their adaptations which help them to survive. So to begin, I just want to give you some facts. So butterflies, they eat nectar with a special tube-like mouth called a proboscis. You can see this in this picture here. Some butterflies, like the monarch, like to migrate. Monarchs travel from between Canada to Mexico. Butterflies can also flap their wings up to 25 times per second. Next, we'll go on to the life cycle. So, an adult butterfly will lay its eggs on leaves. Sometimes, such as in this picture, they will lay their eggs in little clutches, in groups. But other butterflies like to just lay single eggs on single leaves. Now, when a caterpillar hatches from its egg, this is now the larva stage. And the caterpillar, its main job is to eat. So when it hatches, it will eat its eggshell. Then it will go on to the leaves that it is hatched on. So it will continue eating and growing until it's big enough to create its own little cocoon or chrysalis here. And in this chrysalis, this is where the butterfly starts to change. It starts to actually grow wings and get a slender body. And instead of actually eating leaves with a mouth of a caterpillar, it will start to have a tube-like mouth, or as I was talking about, a proboscis. Now when the butterfly comes out, when it emerges from its chrysalis, it looks like a butterfly, but the wings are all crunched up. So the butterfly has to spend some time pumping fluids into those wings so that it will be able to fly. Now, some dangers that butterflies face. The first for caterpillars would be birds, fire ants, fungus, and flies. Fungus can be very dangerous for caterpillars because it will attack the butterfly, the caterpillar, and kill it. And once it does, a second fungus will grow from it. Adult butterflies face almost the same thing as the caterpillars, minus the fungus and flies. They have to watch out for birds, mammals, and reptiles. They also have to watch out for cold weather. Now, cold weather for them would be 40 degrees. At this temperature, they would start to become immobile. They wouldn't be able to move, and they would die. Another thing they have to face is herbicide, a poison that kills plants. This is because butterflies will lay their eggs on plants, but if their plants are being killed off, then they can't lay their eggs on them, and the caterpillars that hatch wouldn't have anything to eat. This is really dramatic for the monarch butterfly, who lays its eggs solely on milkweed plants. These plants are being killed off by herbicides, and because of this, they can't lay their eggs, and the caterpillars don't have anything to eat, and don't have anything to eat, and so they are dying off. But of course, butterflies have adaptations which help them to face danger. First of all, we all know that butterflies can fly. This means they can escape danger and keep away from it. Another thing that they can do, some butterflies can use camouflage and mimicry. So when a butterfly is using camouflage, they're blending in with their environment, such as with this glass-winged butterfly. This butterfly has transparent wings so that when you're looking through it, you actually only see what's behind it, and you don't really see the butterfly itself. This other butterfly is using both mimicry and camouflage. So it's mimicking a dead leaf, so that when it's around the ground with dead leaves, it looks just like them and is blending in. This butterfly is mimicking another butterfly, and this one is mimicking a monarch butterfly. That's because monarchs are actually poisonous, which happens to be our next adaptation. So some butterflies, such as the monarch and this one, will actually be poisonous. And of course, this doesn't actually kill the animal that eats them. It just makes them sick, or maybe the butterfly just tastes really bad. But it's enough to help the animal remember not to eat this butterfly. So that is why other butterflies like this one would want to mimic this one, so that predators wouldn't eat it. They would think, ugh, gross, he's gonna make me sick, or he tastes awful. So they would avoid this one, even though he's not poisonous. Well, that is enough for today, but tomorrow we're going to be working on butterfly stories. Now with this, you guys are going to pick your own butterflies, and you're going to write a story about them. You're going to start from when they're eggs all the way to adulthood, and if you want, you can go even a little deeper, maybe until maybe the moment they die, or something else, and maybe talk about dangers that they face. That brings me to the worksheet that we're going to work on tomorrow too, and it's about the danger and adaptations that butterflies have. Well, that's all for today, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow.